Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's episode we're going to be turning my Cayman into an aeroplane. First, I'd like to just start off really by saying that I hope everyone's staying safe. It's obviously quite an interesting time at the moment, so hopefully if anyone's having a difficult time, they could at least take a little bit of positivity out of laughing at me basically ruin this car, as per usual. So that's what we're actually going to be doing today. So today we are going to be swapping the Tech Art wing that's actually currently on the car at the moment, or should I say Tech Art style, for all the people that are going to be jumping on the comments saying, oh, that's not a proper Tech Art. Anyway, so we're going to be taking that off and we're going to be putting a larger wing onto it. The wing, which I'll show you now, I've already unboxed, but what I'll do is I'll put a video of exactly what that looks like when. So this is the wing we've got. It's one of their universal wings that this company does, and the company, for anyone asking, is Graham Styling, based in the UK. This length of wing is 160 centimeters across by 30, I think, in sort of width of the blade from here to here. It's got a kind of slight curve in it, and I sort of requested to them, they sent it to me completely blank. So at the moment it's completely uncut, unaltered blade at the moment. The only thing it does have is these small fixings on the end for putting some end plates on. So the next major bit that we're going to need to be doing ready to get this wing on is changing the uprights. This is just a couple of the ones that I had laying around. This is the old fiberglass one for the Tech Art style wing. And then this was just me messing around with the styling of the bits. The ones that are currently on there at the moment are these metal ones, powder coated on each side. So what I'm probably going to do, if we just come over here, apologies for flying around the garage, but is I've got some Perspex acrylic sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to basically create the template and then be able to get the wing mounted using this, and just use a combination of putting this down to get our lower profile and then moving this up to get our sort of upper profile, because actually, funny enough, this profile at the top matches where we need to mount it on this wing really well. So I'm going to use this to start with, and then I can always come back down if I need to. So really, first thing to do is to get this wing off and start to dismantle all the bits on it. So this is what I'm going to do just now. Alright, so I couldn't help but lay this on top really before we get into actually getting it mounted, just to see what it looks like and how much bigger it is than the original. So really the original is, I think, 135 sort of in width, so we've kind of got all this additional width on each side of the wing. I'm gonna have to also, forgot to mention, design some end plates for this, because I decided not to get them ordered with it because I didn't really know what style I wanted to go for, and depending on the height of it really will change the direction for that. But at the moment it's looking pretty damn good. So obviously with it raised up, it's going to look even better. But as you can see, the actual tabs where they're sort of mounting to are kind of in the right location, which means I'm kind of going to use what I've got already with the other ones to get it to sit properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off the other bits, take off these uprights, and then we're going to get to measuring up and designing the uprights. See you in a sec. So now with these joining, get some light, end pieces removed off of the original wing, I'm thinking, as I said earlier, I'm not going to use, I don't think, these bits here just because of how thin they are, and also it's just going to be a bit of a pig to get these to work. But what I'm thinking from actually just looking at it sat on top of the original uprights is that we could potentially just use these fiberglass pieces. They're going to need a little bit of a tidy up. It's a little bit rough and ready, and also the underside of them haven't been painted, but I can do that quickly and just, I don't know, chuck some matte black on them, job done. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to chuck these on the uprights currently here, and then I'm going to sit the blade on top and just see if this profile matches, or at least is close, because we've got a little bit of extra material here to play with, so I can sand off some bits and cut some bits out if required. And if so, it means that we're going to get there a hell of a lot quicker. So I'm going to do that right now. Right, there we have it. So actually, we've actually got really quite far if we use these. So it's just this little bit at the back. So what I'm thinking is I could just shave off just a tad on this back edge. And then as you can see, there's just a little bit of light that's coming through at the moment because it's not currently fully sat on because of the lump on the back here. So I think shave a little bit of this off, and actually we could use these, and then that gets us a hell of a lot further than I was expecting to. Right, so this is the initial profile I've come with. Basically all I've done is I've taken the lower edge of this one, chucked it over here, so I know that it matches up with the bottom ducktail that we've got on there at the moment, and then taking the profile at the top edge, because I know that matches with those brackets that I'm going to slightly tweak and adjust to get our top section. Then I've just drawn some lines in between, which I think could look kind of cool, and then I'm just going to cut it out, and then if I need to I can just shave little bits off here and there. I'll leave it fully filled to start with, and then I might take some bits out, because this is only acrylic, be it that it's quite thick acrylic. It will still be, I think, quite flexible, so I'm going to get it on anyway to start with, and we'll see what happens. Right, so now we've got our approximate sort of dimensions for these uprights. As I say, they're probably going to change, but this is just to get them on the car so we can kind of see where the wing sits at the moment. Comparison in size to the old ones, that kind of gives you an idea of how much extra height we're going to be getting by adding these in. So next stage is to look into just tweaking these just to get them to sit a little bit better on the car. What I'm probably going to do is move this bolt hole that's here back a little bit further to around here, and then I'll probably just trim this section out on this side, and then the same on the opposing side, because the front edge just sits off just ever so slightly too much, whereas it almost sits perfectly on the back. So I think this is kind of the best place to put it. Right, so I've just chucked it on for a test fit, so I thought I'd turn the camera around and show you guys where that's up to and what it looks like. Pre-warning is it's pretty big, but this is mock-up, not completely finished article, because as I say I've still got to get these side plates done in metal, but here it is. So this is the height that we're looking at the moment, just across the roof line from it, which I think looks pretty damn cool. So then view from the back at the moment, it's a bloody big wing, but at least it's going to get a better view out of our rear window, which is always a bonus. So as I say, I've got a few more bits still to do, but I've run out of stuff that I actually have bits here that I can use today, because everything going on, it's not as easy as just popping out to the shops just to go and grab a few bits. So I still need to do the end plates, didn't have enough material to finish those off. As I say, still got to get these uprights sorted out in metal as well, because as we can see, with it just being acrylic, it's a little bit flexible, which isn't going to be too great driving down the road. This thing will wiggling around like some sort of tail on the back. And then I'm probably just going to change, because I'm going to design them up, I think, in CAD, like I did with the previous ones, the uprights, put some cuts in the centre and take it all out and style them all up ever so slightly more than this, because I don't really just want big fat slabs just coming up each side, because I don't think it looks great. But if we have a look from around the front, that's what you're going to be looking at, which I think is pretty cool. Also, really, at this point, that is a job well done, to be honest. As I say, there's not anything else I can do. So, but really, other than that, the only last thing to say is to say stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.